Hi ARK fans, welcome to ARK Invest Daily, your daily dose of ARK information. Today we are going to go over the Q2 data, which means April, May, June data. So we have been recording data every day since January 26th. So we are able to do these kinds of episodes where we aggregate the data and take a look at much wider length. And no other YouTuber will be able to do it. And we also show the biggest moves of this period. We also show the companies that have been added or removed. ARK does say that they are always in the long-term game of 5 years, but actually not so much for the bets, for very risky bets that they make. So some of the companies are removed much more quickly, and we'll go over that. So this quarter has been a roller coaster, guys. So stay tuned to find out more, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe because that's how this YouTube algorithm works, and that's how this channel will reach more and more people. Thank you for your support. That's a free way to support this channel. Thank you. All right, so here we go. One quarter, April, May, June. That's the date range that's selected here. And when I said roller coaster, I was not joking. So here you can see how they started the quarter with 47.66 billion on April 1st, and it went up, down, way down, again way down. It dipped to the lowest level on May 14th. It hit $38.78 billion. And since then, it has been kind of going up. So that's great. The trend has been upward. And it has reached 50 billion back again. The highest was 51.92 though, and the highest for this quarter is, at the end of the quarter is 50 billion. So that's good news. At least it's been recovering. And the number of companies they are invested in started with 273 companies, removed some, added some. So that was the period of turmoil actually when everything was going south. As you can see, the number of companies also, they divested in a lot of companies. We'll go over those, and they settled at 268 for past few days, a couple of weeks at least. It has been constant, 268 companies. So that's a summary section. Let's take a look at the biggest moves of the quarter. So people who have been watching this know we take a look at biggest move two ways. One is by percentage of shares movement. So in this quarter, if any company had any company that had more than 50% change in the shares will show up here, plus or minus side, and these are the companies that qualify that criteria, and this is the rank of those companies. And then also this is the market value change that caused that was caused because of this much shares addition, and also stock price might have moved. So that's the first chart, and then we change this threshold to 0. Then we take a look at biggest moves by dollar values just to see if there are any big movements just because of stock price, right? So first let's go over percentage shares. So any company that had more than 50% change this quarter will show up here. This basically says that they are not well, for most of the companies they are long-term investments, but for many other they daily manage these. It's a daily managed ETF, and hence you see a lot of trading as well, up and down both sides. So the number one company is 386% more shares that they added for Reinvent Technologies. When I hover over these bars, you will see more information, like which ETF it is present in, and then the stock price and the shares trend. Reinvent, then you have Jaws, Spitfire. Skillz is in the top 3 moves. Wow, that's amazing. 27, ranked 27, 17 million shares added, 17.5 almost million shares added there. It's truly biggest move, $395 million. And the stock price starting of the quarter was $19, and right now it is $21. So that's Skillz. Then you have One Life. Then you have DraftKings, another favorite of many people. Then you have Signify Health, 908, Woozy, again, smart glass company, favorite of so many people. Atlas Crest Investment, 100% more there. 3D printing ETF, their own ETF is showing up here because it's part of ARKX. You can discount this completely. Then you have Roblox, again, a super good company there, 88% extra shares. 3D Systems Corp, which is a 3D printing company. Desktop Metal, again 3D printing companies. Sear Inc., Honeywell International. Then you have L3 Harris. Then you have Komatsu, Thales, Ionis, Pinduoduo, Peloton, Then you have NanoX Imaging, also 64% extra shares added. Interesting. NanoX Imaging, it has not popped up in a long time. So that's good to see that it is also going up, but the stock price has been going down, as you can see. Then you have Trimble, Twitter, Palantir as well, more than 9.6 million shares. JSC, Boeing, Spirit, HDFC. So those are some of the biggest moves on plus side. On negative side, almost 90% remove. Synopsys, it's a great company, but they probably think that it has had a good run and they're taking profits there. Pekar, Intercure, Baidu, moving 86% there. Intercontinental Exchange, then you have Nvidia, Serpera, Huya, Silvergate, Pluralism, Teledyne, and Pure Storage, HDFC. So those are the biggest moves. In terms of negative moves, you have Baidu, 900% in terms of market value. It's the biggest negative move. Now let's change this to 0 quickly and increase this to, let's see, 50 billion, maybe 50 million, and see what are the differences. Oh, a lot of companies are in that threshold actually. Maybe increase it to 60. Let's see. This way. Come on. Okay, let's oh, still a lot of companies. Anyways, let's go over the biggest ones. We'll sort it first just to see. The biggest negative we already found was Baidu, followed by Square. Actually, interesting. They removed a lot of shares. Looks like they started with 10.11 million and down to 7.3 million this quarter. Stock price going up, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Then you have Intercontinental, Pure Storage, Synopsys, Pekar, Tesla, 224 million negative because the stock price is going down. Stock price is actually up compared to the beginning of the quarter. So they have reduced a lot of position there past quarter, and hence that's the insight there. Novartis, Silvergate Capital, Invitae, Nvidia, Iovance, Regeneron, Protolabs, Huya, whereas site Grayscale Bitcoin is negative mainly because it has gone down in value. Bitcoin had a really bad time last quarter, so that's what we see. But they are buying the dip. In fact, they're starting a ETF of Bitcoin, so that's really interesting. Materialize, NV, Serpera, Tencent, Pinterest, Roche, Tedeka, Twist Biosciences, Zillow, Nintendo, and Open Door Technologies. So that's the biggest moves by market value. Now let's take a look at how the overall portfolio is looking. Now more green than red, but the ones that are red are really red, squaring, and hence the overall trend is just back to normal. So this quarter was a roller coaster, but it is back to where it was at least. So that's good news. That is above. It is above 50 billion. New and removed companies. A lot of new companies added in this time period. I'll quickly go over that. There's Zimmergen, there is Walt Disney, Woozy, Verve Therapeutics, Unity Software, UiPath, only company that was added to all 6 ETFs in one go on the very first day itself. To Simple, Trimble, Stoneco, Snowflake, Skillz, very bullish on that. Recursion, Quantum SI, Okta, Nano Dimension, was not really a new company, but it was newly added to Print ETF. So some of these are not new guys. It's more of a new entry in one of the ETFs. So Nano Dimension never existed in ETF. They added to that, and then after some time they actually removed a lot of it from print ETF also. But it shows up here because it was new to print. So it is charts are working correctly. KE Holdings, Canzone, JD Logistics, Jaws Spitfire, Hexagon, Galileo, lot of 3D companies there. Etsy, Dynamic 3D printing companies there. Etsy, Dynamic, Special Purpose, Dicerna Pharmaceuticals, Coinbase was new. Blade Air Mobility was new this quarter. Then you have Ugwind Energy and Alphabet also. Alphabet is Google, basically. They removed it completely and then they added again. So let's see what are the ones that were removed. Taiwan Semiconductors was completely removed. Hamlet, Adobe, Lightspeed, Verisk, Atlassian, BioVandex, BioNDvax, Pharmaceuticals, Faurecia, Virgin Galactic completely removed. There was a lot of noise about this one. Agora, Apple completely removed. CrowdStrike Holdings, Experience Investment, Fastly, Guardian, Guidewire, Hotspot, Market Access Holdings, Thermo Fisher Scientific, Workhorse, links, Syros Pharmaceuticals, KE Holdings, and Lending Tree. KE Holdings removed and then added again as well. It showed up in the above chart as well. So they removed these companies doesn't mean these are bad companies. Some of these are really good companies. But what they do is they take profit and invest in the companies where they think there is more growth. There are much more chances of higher growth. So that's what ARK's model has been so far. So that's the quarterly update, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.